It's 11:54. It's been a very long day. Welcome to the boys' room. This is a 6-episode baby's room renovation mini-series. In a few weeks, my wife is going to have our first baby, and it's a boy. So I decided to make over our spare bedroom into a boys' room that he and I would share. But here's the thing. I want it to be a surprise for my wife, Erin, so she's agreed to be locked out of that room for the entire time that I'm working on it. And since she wouldn't be there to see the process, I wanted to document along the way and document the reveal when she finally sees it after I'm done. So welcome to episode 1. Enjoy. So the room is taped up and ready to be painted. The first things I want to do is get this wall behind me painted. And there you go, wall painted. Now, that's the first coat. Got one more coat to go and then have 3 secret coats to put on there, but I'll tell you more about that a little later on. All right, so we got the first coat on there. Now, it's time for coat 2. And coat 2 done. All right, so I decided to do a 3rd coat because I just think it looks better and cleaner, so that's what I did. I feel like I'm always in this undershirt when I'm filming this, but probably am. I haven't changed in weeks. But, so here's the far. Look, nice, clean, simple. You can't tell the color because it looks like gray here, but it's not really gray. It's more like a bluish gray. But anyway, so this is the cornerstone of the whole room. So this is the accent wall that everything's gonna kind of work off of, color-wise and design. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to have some shelves there, 2 shelves. There's gonna be some frames with some special pictures in there, all that kind of stuff. There's gonna be a big chair there. I got a really nice, comfortable chair for Erin to sit in when she's feeding baby or just hanging out or whatever, which is awesome. And then there's gonna be a few other things. This thing right there it's actually a US TV, and I was thinking about just getting rid of it because I can't get it. I mean, what are we gonna do with it? But I have a transformer. I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna mount it here, and then I'm gonna connect like an iPad or something to it permanently so that we can either play cartoons or Erin can put something on that she wants to watch directly from the iPad and have it on the screen. What I was gonna do was I was gonna have on one of these shelves here, have a projector. But I'm actually just gonna go with the screen since I have it. 2 or 3 more coats for the special effect that I want on the wall, which is basically it's a paint that turns the wall into a chalkboard, which is really cool because then I'm gonna write something on it. But anyway, we'll get to that later. Bottom line is, after this dries tomorrow, I'm gonna basically examine it, make sure that it's all covered, it's even, all that kind of stuff. And then tomorrow evening, I might start on the chalkboard coat. All right, so we're back at this wall, adding another coat of that chalk clear coat thing. It's 11:54. It's been a very long day. It was anniversary or 2nd anniversary today, so we went out and celebrated. Went to dinner and then we got back, just chilled for a little bit. But I want to get another coat on this so I can put it, hopefully the last one on tomorrow, if not the one before last one on tomorrow, and then let it set for 10 days. So I don't want to let it go another day, so I'm getting it done now. So I just finished. I got a couple shelves and another paint thing. I actually had a funny story. So I had the guy cut 2 shelves like this, and turns out that I like the pre-made ones better. So after he cut them, I left them and I took the pre-made ones. Sorry. I've been trying to get rid of this couch for like a week and a half now. I think I finally got it sold to someone who's gonna come pick it up tomorrow, which is fantastic because it's been shifting everything in the room like I have to walk over it in order to get to the bathroom, and it's been an absolute mess. I don't have room to put this up or put these up or anything like that because of it. So tomorrow, hopefully, it's gonna be out of here. Plus, I've got things coming in 2 days. So this is a lot going on, trying to get it all done. I just finished coat 3 of the chalk paint, but it's so clear that I'm having a hard time really being sure that there's enough of it on there. And since I have to wait 10 days before I can actually try it out, I'm going to, just to be safe, add a 4th coat tonight and then let it sit for 10 days, because it goes on super clear and it dries really fast, so I can't tell whether the whole wall is covered properly, like with paint. So anyway, gonna finish another 4th paint. That'll be the last one. Then I can take the tape off, which I'll be super excited about because I think it'll look really clean. And then we can start with hanging that up, hanging these up. I took pictures this morning that I'm going to use for there, which will be really cool. And yeah, so I'm excited. It's going well so far. Just this part is taking well, and I think I finally sold this. Finally, I think they're picking it up today. So I won't count it gone until it's actually gone, but I think I sold it, which means that I can finally clear out this room, which also means that I can get to the access to my bathroom again. But that should help a lot, because that'll help me kind of sort everything out, so that when this is clear, I can start to move things around here and really start to do the, I'm not going to say final touches, but start to install things. And it's perfect timing because, like I said, in I think 2 days, there's a chair coming in here and a carpet that's coming in. I took all the measurements of the room, I took measurements of all the products that I was going to order, and basically just laid them out in Photoshop, similar to how I did when we moved into the house in the living room, but just to see where things would fit, because otherwise I don't know what's going to fit where. But based on that, the measurements are perfect. I think it's really going to look good. So yeah, we'll go from there. I got my mom to help me apply the last coat. She actually helped me paint initially too, so it went a little bit faster, and now we're just finishing up this coat. Untape the wall, looks pretty good. I'll go through with actually like an art paintbrush and just do the little details. After I took the paint off, there were some spots that were still white, and that's pretty much it for that. Cleaning up. Got rid of the futon today. So excited about that. Got rid of it to a student. She was going to school. She needed a futon. Really happy about it. Gave her a lamp too that I wasn't going to use. So happy about that. And yeah, now it's just a kind of quick cleanup. I've got to get this stuff out of here, and then we can start moving on to some fun stuff. Got this bad boy in. It's gonna be really nice. Got the little handle here. This lifts up. Look at that. Erin's gonna like that. I got this rug here, which is actually, it's kind of like a gray, blue, white, which matches that and matches the wall, which every time I take it in video, the wall doesn't come out the right color. It doesn't come out the color that it actually looks like. But anyway, so that's that. This will be that area. Changing table, crib eventually, 2 shelves, and still have to change that light and work on the rest of that. But we're getting there. It's getting closer. The other thing that I wanted to make sure of in terms of these is to make sure that the height is high enough so that when a little boy grows up a little bit, he can't actually grab them, especially from the crib, which will be right there. So that's the main thing, and that height is perfectly fine. He won't be able to grab that for, well, if he's like me, probably not until he's 5, but we'll see. All right, so I'm gonna hang these, and in order for me to kind of get a gauge of where to hang them, I put some tape up just to see where it is, but I want to get a more realistic view of what it's going to look like. So what I'm doing is I'm setting my phone on the timer to take a picture, and then I'm holding it up here, and then taking that picture, and then holding it up here, and then taking that picture, and then I'm gonna Photoshop both of them together, remove myself, and see how it actually looks on the wall, so that I kind of get an idea of whether I actually want to place them that way, or whether it'll look weird, or it needs to be a little bit further apart, or whatever. So yeah, I think it's gonna work well. We'll figure it out here once I get it into Photoshop. Got a few things in yesterday that I ordered. I got these chalk pens. They're really, really cool. Just write straight on the wall, so I'm gonna use those. And I got a whole bunch of different colors here. What else came in? Oh, this is super, super cool. Check this out. Okay, this, you know what, I don't know whether I'm saving it for last or not, but let me show you something. Hang on. There we go. So, I don't know if you can tell. Actually, if I stand in front of it, you can. I'm super excited about that. That's gonna be so, so cool, just as a way to bring it all together. But anyway, more on that later. What else came in? I got these things here to lock cabinets and stuff. It just works with the magnet, so you just have a little magnet key and it unlocks it. But it makes sure that stuff stays closed. I have like 2 or 3 things coming today, which I'm looking forward to because they're bigger things and they'll kind of help me determine what goes where. But yeah, so far on track, not too bad. I think we have another 2 weeks and it should be decent enough. I'll still be waiting for 1 or 2 pieces, but that'll be it. So far so good.